It is 5:30 a.m. and we are packing up our stuff and we are heading out to Scotland. As you saw probably in the last vlog, we're doing a little Europe trip right now where we see some cities in Europe because we've never been here before, and I'm super excited about it. My wife has been a big fan of this place for a couple years now. She's all into the castles and the Highlands and all that stuff, so we're gonna go check it out, and as per usual, I'm gonna take you with us, show you what we see, what we do, but also how I'm able to still run my YouTube channel and my businesses while we do it.
2,500 plus a couple utilities. Fuck it, I pay it just to keep the tranquility. Fuck it, I love you, I do anything for you. Except settle down with you, I don't want nobody grilling me. Y'all boys lame, shit killing me. Need to be reintroduced to humility. I ain't looking for no hip hop credibility. Give a fuck who feeling me.
So we made it to the room. It wasn't ready when we first got here, so we went to explore a little bit. Honestly, really cool, really unique. I've not really seen anything like it before. Addie's kind of scoped it on TikTok already, so she knew what to expect. I had no idea what to expect. It's kind of sick. I'll show you guys a little bit more later. We're staying in a room called Ted's Suite. And it looks, oh damn, this shit's bigger than I thought it was. Hey, this is kind of tough. What the hell? Oh, sweet. Oh yeah, they did bring our bag with them. Oh yeah, that's clean, bro. I think that castle's like somewhere around here. So I think we paid 1,200 bucks a night for this room, and we're here for 4 nights, but I'll run you guys through the numbers later. Y'all know how I rock. Our room in London from the last vlog was so fire. Hey, that's kind of tough. Damn. Wow, what a view. It's gonna be hard to beat that. And obviously this is a bit of a different vibe, but it's cool to have an entire suite. Like, actually tonight at 4 a.m. the UFC fights start, so I was hoping I had somewhere that I could watch the fights. So I can just kind of post up in here while Addie's sleeping and watch the fights, and yeah, this is badass. What is this?
An espresso machine. Look how freaking big it is. And then the electric smeg kettle.
What is that? What is a smeg? So it's like a teapot that goes on this stove, but it's electric. I'm gonna put the camera in there. Oh yeah, they got that thing loaded. What we got? Tenants. Okay, we got a little bit of Summer Famous, some flat white coffee, some jump shit. We got some Irish beer or something like that.
A fatso digestive biscuit. You'll need that.
Fuck you, I'm not fat. It's tough as shit, bro. Scotland's kind of a vibe, bro. Like, the vibes here are completely different than they are in London. So like, London is real quiet, it's real city-like, whereas Scotland is loud and it's active and it's super, super, like, not old in a bad way. They've tried to really preserve kind of like the originality of the place, and you can tell. Like, for example, you see how they have like buildings and stuff on my left-hand side right now? There's a big ass castle just right there. Like, and it's like right next to this big hill and stuff like that. And I find stuff like this mad interesting because I've actually never seen a castle before. So far, I am super with this Scotland vibe. And again, I'm from, you know, the southern United States, Louisiana. So walking around and seeing people loud and energetic and drinking beer on the streets, it's kind of like at home. Getting a little bit chilly, so we'll probably head in a little while and we'll chat then. Bro, we just walked 17,000 steps. That's like 7 miles that we've walked just today. That's crazy. I'm actually really looking forward to the next couple days because we have some cool stuff planned. We're doing some spooky stuff. We're gonna check out some castles, and obviously I'll take y'all with us. But all in all, 10 out of 10 day, long travel day, but 10 out of 10 day all in all. And I wanted to wrap it up by talking some of the numbers with you guys, because as you all know, one of the primary focuses here on the channel is to not only show you what I'm doing behind the scenes in terms of my life, but showing you, you know, when I'm traveling or when I'm just at home, how I'm running these businesses that I'm running, and also how much revenue I'm generating, because I feel like that's a level of transparency that we should aspire to get to as people, just so that we can help the next guy obviously get to that point. And so we're gonna talk about some numbers, and yeah, then we'll go ahead and call it a night here. One of my primary focuses when I go on trips is to pay off the trip on the trip. So if I spend $10,000 to go on a trip, I wanna make $10,000 while I'm on the trip. It's one of my things. I just like to basically go places for free. I know it's kind of like a stupid boy math way to look at it, but it is the way I look at it. Currently, this trip to Edinburgh, this portion of the Europe trip, is $7,500, $5,000 for the suite, $2,000 for our flights, $500 for the train ride, which we didn't end up taking. And we are gonna be here for 4 total days, which is a little bit expensive, don't get me wrong, but we're staying like dead in the center of Edinburgh. You can walk out and go straight to the castle. I mean, everything is right here. It's one of the best hotels around. So overall, not too bad of a deal. Now, in terms of revenue, today was a bit of a slower day for me in general. I made a total of $2,100. $1,100 of that came from my affiliate link from my main YouTube channel, and then another $1,000 of that came actually from Fluence. So Fluence had a couple small things happen today, which all totaled up to $1,000 being distributed out to me. We had a deal close for roughly $10,000 that the team closed. I had nothing to do with that. And then my profit and like my distribution on that $10,000 ended up being like $300 or $400. And then the next thing that we had was a payment that we received from like a big exchange, basically, of somewhere around like $8,000, and my profit on that was roughly $200. So it was just a small distribution that I took from that total payment. And then we actually ended up incubating a brand new creator into our incubation program. And I don't release the exact numbers of how much that person paid because there's a lot of nuance to it, and not everyone pays the exact same price. It depends on how big their channel is and stuff. But my total distribution on what he did pay ended up being $500. All in all, $7,500 trip, $2,100 made today, puts us at $5,400 remaining for the next 3 days that we need to make to break even. Not too much is going on behind the scenes with the company or with the channel. With my YouTube channel, when I'm gone, one of my primary focuses is to just get the content out, but not worry about it too much. So if I'm on the go, I'll make a quick video and send it to Gabe to edit, or I'll make a quick tweet and send it to my team to post. I don't try to think too hard about the content or worry too hard about the content because I really just want to be in the moment and on the trip and immersed in my vacation and not stressing about what content I'm making. With Fluence, one of my primary kind of goals whenever I am traveling is just to make sure that systems are running. I just stop building things. So when I'm here for the next 6 or 7 days, I personally don't build anything. I'll hand off assignments to some of our team members, or maybe Garvin, our COO, or Kate, or whoever it may be, right? I'll kind of have them kind of pick up that slack for me while I'm gone, and they'll give me occasional updates on, what exactly is happening behind the scenes. And the majority of what I'm doing while I'm traveling is just orchestrating things, right? So I'll be like, hey, fix that, hey, change that, hey, do that. But I'm not actively building because I don't have time to build. I know in the last vlog I mentioned that I wish I would have told you guys a little bit more about the day-to-day operations while I'm traveling. So this vlog, do expect it to be a little bit longer, but I'm gonna talk to you all a little bit more about what I'm actually doing in the company, what things we're building, what things we're working on, and what I'm doing when I'm traveling to make sure the company still runs. So hopefully you enjoy it. I know it's like a big yap fest and it can get a little bit boring, but I do think it is somewhat valuable, and I'm gonna share it with you. I'm gonna go ahead, I'm gonna call it a day. I have to wake up at 4 a.m. for these UFC fights, so I'm gonna get some sleep pretty soon here, and I'll see you all in the morning. Look at this big ass cinnamon roll, dude. Fire. The pastries out here, not gonna lie, so nice, so nice. I think it's just a Europe thing though, it kind of makes sense. The UFC fights didn't end until like 5 a.m. So I woke up at 4 a.m., watched the last 2 fights. Alex Pereira got the dub, Chama. But outside of that, yeah, I slept in until like 9, so I didn't have any time to get any work done this morning. No videos, no meetings, nothing. I'm gonna show you guys kind of what we see. It should be a pretty interesting day. We're going to some museums. Oh, there's Addie. What is that? Oh my God. We have a night tour of like an old house or something like that where they tell like spooky stories or something like that. So I'm all down for the spooky vibes. So we're gonna check that out. I'll take you guys with us, and then yeah, we'll see what we get into. So I just found something out, just a secret that my wife has never told me. She's in a museum. Look, wow. Never told me, nuts. Bro, I did not know camels were this damn big. What? See that polar bear? I would whip that polar bear. All right, let's see what animal I weigh the same size as. That. Oh. So Scotland's racist, is what I'm hearing.
Skunk husky.
Jelly guzzler. This is a clone? I don't even understand what that means. I didn't know clones were real, bro. I would say one of the only negatives about Scotland is the fact that like it's super hilly. Tyler Hilly. So whenever we walk places, like low-key, when we get where we're going, I hit that room and I'm just, ugh. Hey, Addie, they gotta be talking about me. They gotta be talking about me. I'm fully thick. We are at the end. God bless America, or Scotland, I suppose. Little did I know, Addie originally planned for us to do something called Arthur's Seat. And I was like, I wonder what that is. Like, she's talking about the word hike. That is Arthur's Seat. And Addie thought that I'm going up that.
There's an easy way to get up there.
Because you would be walking up a hill for at least an hour straight. Mrs. Addie was absolutely dead on that little hill, but wanted us to go on Arthur's Seat. We're gonna walk up a hill for 2 hours because we're gonna go to the top of Arthur's Seat. No, we're not. No, we are not. Sheesh, little steak sandwich action. So we are back to the room. We just did 4.4 miles, over 10,000 steps, just in a couple hours. So not so bad. It was a little bit tiring, especially when we were on that like never-ending staircase. It's been a crazy day in terms of revenue. There's been like a bunch of revenue coming in like smaller chunks from a bunch of different places. And it's actually added up to nearly being a $4,000 day so far. So I'm gonna kind of walk you through the different revenue sources, where it all came from, and then yeah, I'll talk to you a little bit more about what I'm doing in the business and afterwards. My affiliate link pays out every day. That paid out $650 today. Not bad at all. A little bit on the lower side. Again, sometimes it can jump to over $1,000 a day. I did get a payment from Fluence for $750 today. It was a distribution. 500 of that came from just one of our recurring clients paying us. It was like 10 or 15 grand. And then we actually got a $250 payment, or I got a $250 payment from one of Fluence's passive income channels. And that ended up being about $250 that I got paid out from that today. Now, I also got $750 from my YouTube channel because a company wanted me to talk about their app in a YouTube short. So I talked about them in a YouTube short, $750 to do that. I was really happy with that deal. That's pretty high, honestly, for those sorts of things. So I was happy about that. I actually got my real estate check today. So one of my single family units out in my hometown, that ended up paying out today. My cash flow on that after CapEx, taxes, and all that stuff is roughly, it's like $480 to $550. It just depends on the month. But my check for this month was $500 that I got paid out pure cash flow from that single family unit, which I was super happy about. And then lastly, I did take $10,000 worth of profit out of my Bitcoin position just today, this morning, because it pumped right over 125K. So I closed down about $10,000 or so roughly of profit out of that position. But remember, I only look at 10% of that as actual profit because the other 90% I reinvested. So of that $10,000 that I took in profit, only $1,000 of that goes as like real profit in my eyes. So $1,000 from crypto profit, 500 from real estate, 750 from YouTube, 750 from my company, 650 from my affiliate links. And again, that totals out to $3,900 made today, which is a great day. And that leaves only $1,500 remaining that needs to be made today, tomorrow, and the next day in order to pay the $7,500 for the trip. That's one of my favorite things about having a well-diversified, not only investment portfolio, but revenue and income stream portfolio, is that even if I have a low day for affiliate links, sometime I'll have a huge day from real estate or a huge day from the company or whatever, and it kind of compensates for it. A lot of people think that you should just go all in on one thing, and I do understand the value of that, but I am more of a person who likes to have my hands in a couple different places, and I think that is why I've been able to generate consistent, 100, 150K a month for so long at this point. So a great day today, $3,900, and yeah, overall I'm really happy about it. In terms of general operations, I'm not gonna be getting too much done today in the company. The only thing I am gonna work on is, so as I've told you all before, Fluence has like an incubation program basically, where we take new creators and we help build them up and we help grow them. Now, this is a paid program, it's a very high ticket thing, but it works. Like, we have creators in our incubation program who make anywhere from $10,000 to $15,000 a month every now and then. Their YouTube channels are less than 20,000 subscribers. So it's like this huge, it works really well. So obviously we charge pretty big for it. And so this is a rather new program. This is something we did unofficially for a few years, and now we're doing it officially this year. And the reason I tell you this is because my focus has been recently on just increasing and improving the amount of value we're delivering and driving to our clients. Ideally, every single day I want to drive value to our clients. So just giving them some input, some advice, some thoughts, and some feedback on their channel, their systems, their operations, whatever it may be. Just every single day I would like to kind of increase and improve their channel by at least 1%. And so today what I'm going to focus on is putting together a system to where we can ensure that we have the systems in place to deliver that value every day for our incubation clients. What are you doing?
See it.
Ooh, real spooky. We actually were not allowed to film in the tour, which kind of sucked. I wanted to show you guys what we were seeing, but it is what it is. It actually ended up being like kind of an underground system of houses and businesses and stuff that they used to have here in like the 1700s and the 1800s. And like they talked about like the plague and they talked about like kind of the life there. We have walked now nearly 10 miles today, so I am gonna call it a day. I'm super tired. So we're gonna hang out, probably watch a little bit of Haunting on Hill House. That's been the Netflix move recently. Watch it if you haven't watched it. And yeah, I'll type in with y'all tomorrow. It is a busy day out here today. I'm actually heading down right now to a place called Blank Street Cafe. Addie's running a little bit behind on her hair and stuff, so I'm going to grab that before we go to the castle. You all know I'm hyped about the castle, so about to go do that. I got a little bit of work done already this morning, just a little bit more than I need to do when I get back. And then, yeah, we're heading up to the castle, so I'm gonna go do this. I've actually never ordered coffee before in my life, so I'm a little bit nervous. Okay, can I get an iced vanilla latte, medium? And then can I get an almond croissant and a normal croissant? Bag secured, certified deal closer, CEO girl boss, you heard me? They got an owl. What the hell? Y'all see that? That's a castle, and I'm about to be in it. What's really crazy is I'm about to put a big X the plug montage on this castle because I know no one else on earth has ever done it. Cue the montage. Cancel the montage. Our tickets are for tomorrow, not today. A humble mistake, one would say. We're in.
Say I'm the biggest, the largest. Been stepping on shit since my mama stayed in them apartments. Regardless, my daddy told me keep the heat even when I'm in foreigns. I'm heartless, cause these niggas is hating on me just because I'm the biggest, the largest.
Now we are back at the room and I wanted to tap in with y'all and kind of go over some of the numbers and all that stuff, give you a bit of an update on the business because I actually have some really big updates. Yesterday, my affiliate link paid out $900, a pretty good day, and pretty happy with that. And if you don't know, these are just, it's kind of like a grouping of affiliate links that I have on my main YouTube channel and they pay me out every day. Fluence paid me out $1,000 in distributions. And that broke down like this. So we had our passive income source at Fluence, which we have like a passive revenue stream at our company that we generate money from every day. That paid me out $300. And then we had one of our recurring clients book a $10,000 package with our company. They do this basically like every 3 weeks, every 2 or 3 weeks roughly. Every time they book that $10,000 package, our company profits $2,500 and I distribute $700 to myself off of that. And again, that's every couple weeks that they'll pay for that. Then I sold some crypto. We saw a nice little decent pump yesterday in the crypto market. I sold $6,000 worth of crypto. $600 of that is in the pocket profit. So that's $600 that I'll count towards that. And then I actually do have a YouTube sponsor that I'm working out a deal with right now on my main YouTube channel where I would do 2 educational videos about their app that they just released. It's an investment app where they're looking to pay roughly $8,000 to $10,000 for 2 YouTube videos, which is absolutely nuts. Shout out YouTube, it's an awesome job. But that hasn't closed yet, so we can't count that. But hopefully by the time I either leave or next week, that'll close. I'll update you on that. So overall, really good day. We were able to generate $2,500 in revenue, or I guess profit, which now of course gets us over the line. We needed to make $1,500 to make the trip profitable. $2,500 gets us actually $1,000 in profit going into today. Now today has also been a really strong day. The day's almost over now, so I'll just give you the numbers update now. The affiliate link paid out $700 this morning. Fluence, I made $2,350 from today, so a really good day from Fluence, in which $500 of that was from the passive income source that we have. $1,500 of that came from a $20,000 deal that we closed for Twitter creators only, which usually we'll do some Twitter only stuff every now and then, but usually our Twitter packages are like $10,000, $12,000. So this was a pretty big Twitter package that we sold, one of our oldest clients. And then we had one of our incubation clients pay their monthly payment yesterday, which ended up being a distribution to me for $350. Again, totaling out to $2,350 paid out from Fluence to me just yesterday, which is really damn cool. And that was it. I didn't end up closing anything else for my YouTube channel or nothing else for Fluence. So our total for today has been $3,050. Now putting the total revenue made on this trip as of right now at $11,550. The trip only costed $7,500. So that puts us in profit for $4,050 for this trip. I would say I've worked probably a total of 7 hours or so within the last 4 days. And basically all of that was dedicated towards the incubation department. As I told you all before, that's like the newest department in our company that we've been trying to grow and scale. We have a good bit of clients now. We've already seen a ton of success. We have a ton of case studies. We have people in our management program and in our incubation program making, again, $3,000, $4,000, $5,000, $6,000, $7,000, $8,000 a month from YouTube because we showed them kind of the routes and avenues to take whenever, and how to pursue it. And so that's really where a lot of my focus has been. And I spent spent, even just today and yesterday focusing on, okay, like how can we make this better? How can we give them better service, better quality? I actually put a system in place just earlier this morning in which every day we would have someone go look at their channel and look for one thing they're doing good and one thing they're doing bad. And this is every single day. And it can be as tiny as just they're not capitalizing every word in their YouTube title, right? The smallest things, but the whole point is that every single day we're incrementally getting better and getting their channel better so that obviously it produces better results. They make money, we make money, everyone's happy. So I am very happy with the overall way in which we were capable of growing the incubation department while I was here on this trip, and at the same time being able to bring in something thousand dollars while I was gone. A lot of the revenue we generated this trip also wasn't even me. It was our team closing deals with some of our previous clients, which just goes to show the value of systems, right, and operations that can run businesses even when you're gone and you're away. All in all, I hope you guys have enjoyed it. I'm gonna get dressed. We're gonna head out to dinner, and then I'll tap in with y'all either later tonight or in the morning to wrap up this vlog, and yeah, on to the next one. So like the Americans we are, we're going to get some wings and some burgers. Can I get a hell yeah?
Hell yeah.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah. Oh yeah. I'm on my first date, boys. I'm kind of nervous. Wish me luck. Oh yeah. Oh yeah. Oh yeah. Now this is real Scottish food, baby. Bro, I can't even bite this shit. Tell me why the Scottish low-key do American food better than we do. Crazy. But that's it, y'all. I'll see y'all in the next one. Peace. Spicy marg. Spicy marg.